All right, what we have here is a beautiful condition Grundig Satellite 650 receiver. This was known as one of the kings of radio some decades ago. It's got beautiful German engineering and motorized pre-selector. Fantastic reception through that large speaker with tweeter for AM, FM, and shortwave. It's got a number of excellent controls, bass, treble, 3 bandwidths. You've got manual or automatic gain control, upper, lower sideband, and AM. On the far right is the BFO control, which is exactly 0 beat at the center of that knob, which is not the case with some of these radios when you find them. Again, on the left, audio controls are off position, then regular and tweeter engage, battery meter control, an automatic noise limiter, and there's the main power. On the front dial, you've got instantaneous selection by a keypad of frequency. You can tune by station, by frequency. You can set it to auto record. So it's got some early microprocessor circuitry in it, but very effective. Also, the pointing out the motorized pre-selector is activated by pressing the center of the main tuning dial, which brings up a indication in the LCD screen for auto pre-selector. Band selectors are there, and you also have antenna connectors on the right side for an internal connection and for a direction finding connection. The antenna on this receiver, which you can see here, is in perfect brand new shiny condition. The case is, I would say again, the overall condition is 9.5 on the case. There are a few scratches on the top, few on the left and right, but really barely noticeable. As you can see when you look at this receiver, you know, from a few feet away, it almost looks brand new. All right, going to be doing some tuning around on shortwave. Currently the receiver is set for 11.825. Right off you'll notice the just beautiful sound that comes from this enormous speaker on the front of this Grundig 650. Both the 650 and its predecessor, the 600, were known for the extraordinary Grundig engineered audio. Fills a room with whatever you're listening to on AM, FM, or shortwave. All right, we're going to turn the volume up. The radio is tuned to 11.825, which is one of the religious broadcasters. We're at Saudi Arabia at 11.820. This is, again, all this reception is just using the whip antenna here in a back deck here in Potomac, Maryland. No external antenna. I'm going to turn the volume up for you to get over some of the traffic noise nearby. So here's 11.825. I'll be doing some tuning around and show you the motorized pre-selector.
My contact phone number is US code 1-843-701-5053. Call now.
So once again, we're starting in the narrow bandwidth, and I'll switch it to medium and then wide band on the selectivity. There's the bass and treble. We're going to continue to turn around from 11.820, which is Saudi Arabia. Just some comments here. What you'll notice is that there is some muting when using the manual tuning knob. That is as by design by Grundig. The receiver will mute every 30 or 40 kilohertz if you turn it too rapidly, but that is part of the design of the receiver. So let's demonstrate here the functioning of the auto pre-selector, the motorized pre-selector, which operates with a tuning belt inside the radio. This receiver is in excellent condition and never had a problem with this motorized pre-selector. Now I'm going from 11.990. I'm going to input a frequency via the keypad I'm going to input, let's say, up to this 15 megahertz WWV, and you'll see we already have the auto pre-selector engaged, and once I hit frequency on the right, the tuning will automatically move both LCD and in the pointer to 15 megahertz. So there you go. I don't know if you could see that, but the pointer moved automatically to 15 megahertz, and the LCD is reflecting the new frequency. You will have to do some slight retweaking of the sensitivity of the receiver after that, which I'll do right here. With very slight retweaking. Most of these Grundig 600s and 650s often require some major, more left and right retweaking of the frequency. This particular radio is almost spot on. I'm going to give you another demonstration of the auto pre-selector, which I've reactivated with the center button and the main tuning knob. I'm going to go from 9.900 down to 6.070. Reception today is not good here in Maryland. High noise. This is a high noise location. Some traffic going on over here on the side. But you can hear Toronto 6.070 on the Grundig. So stand by. I'm entering the frequency in the keypad. Hitting station, auto pre-select goes directly to the frequency, and the tuning knob the tuning pointer will tune accordingly. Again, I'm going to retune, slightly retweak the sensitivity on the pre-selector. And then to fine-tune, you go to the outside of the main tuning knob for fine-tuning. I'll give you some demonstration of AM and FM reception on this receiver. Since I'm in AM mode already, I'm going to go directly from shortwave 6070 down to local station here in Maryland, 630 WMAL. You'll see how the radio sounds on AM. And then, of course, on FM, that's where it really shines with its tremendous, beautiful speaker on the front. So here's some demonstrations of the AM and FM. To go from shortwave down to AM requires, of course, that you push the medium wave button first. That will bring it down to the lower end of the medium wave band spread. And then once AM within medium wave, you can then again use the auto pre-selector to go from station or frequency to frequency. So I'll do that here. So you see it auto-tuned already to 630 AM, which is where I was tuned before. Let me turn up the volume here so you can appreciate the sound from this speaker.
Take care of a nagging tooth pain, have a beautiful smile, and also support hurricane relief. Call Rocky, she'll take care of you. 301-530-20.
I'll choose another medium wave station on 1500 and show you the auto pre-selector operation.
Selected, but in evaluating.
So there you go. It automatically tuned to 1500 AM. I'm going to slightly retweak the pre-selector.
Providing a better proposal. No, in fact, you get a higher price.
All right, finally demonstrating FM. We'll go hit the FM. You notice there's long wave on this too. It's very flexible down to lower frequencies, but we'll go to FM first and then tune around. You can hear the sound of the radio on FM. All right, so the receiver tuned to 87.5. We're going to input 88.5, which is local public radio station.
Clients of his lobbying firm
automatically tunes
on the opportunities for them in Trump's Washington. So he's been doing this for quite a while.
So returning to the roll call of people.
I'll go to another station, 107.3.
Very afraid of missing out on all this fun. Get yours today and save on tickets at Kingston.
One note on FM reception: you're basically dealing with digital, the digital LCD only, not with the tuning pointer on the main scale.
They turn a good kid into a killer.
I'll go to a music station and demonstrate how good the sound is from this room.
Gun Show returns to the Dulles Expo Center in Chantilly, Virginia this weekend. 1,300 tables, more new exhibitors. Can we be friends?
859-428. Endowed chair for us to do that. He doesn't have to be, giving lectures for us to do that. We can have those conversations amongst ourselves.
To Alexandria, Virginia, and talk to Alex, who's on the line. Hi, Alex. Welcome to the show.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a place for us to take a stand and say, F your money. Our values are.
This has been something in my personal life I have been really focused on.
Yeah.
When I was 30, I got baptized.
A little new school and a little middle school, and it's BB Winans. Yeah.
Hiring could be smarter. Thanks to ZipRecruiter, it can be. With one click, post your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, so you don't spend time wondering where the...
Where FM is concerned, the radio is pretty much right on frequency. That's another thing you don't often find in older 650 and 600 Grundig satellites. Let me get one more music station to show you how wonderful this sounds.
All in one place. No wonder
97.1.
employers who post on ZipRecruiter got a favorite. Pick one up today.
Pour the wine and pop the corn, because tonight TGIT is back.
Think you can handle it?
I'm gonna fucking what?
I'm going to give you just a brief look at the cabinet, condition of the cabinet on this Grundig. On the left side of the cabinet, there are some very light, barely perceptible kind of rub marks. On the top, again, hardly visible. There are a couple of barely visible scratches on the top left side and further in, but most of the top of this cabinet is fairly pristine. Around the back of this radio is, again, pretty much, and I would say 9.5 or above condition, even near 9.9 or 10. The battery compartment is clean. Storage for the cord. Serial number 609049 is Grundig Satellite 650 International 15053, and again the serial number 609049. Original power cord here. No problems in the battery compartment in terms of battery leakage. You have the jacks on the back for external antenna, European connector. I'll go around to the left side of the radio. There are nothing really. There are a couple of small black specks on the left side, barely visible. Antenna is in perfect condition all the way to the top. The map on the top is in pristine shape, as is the handle, with no scratches in the plastic. And again on the front, as you can see, the radio is in just beautiful condition electrically. This is quite a find for collectors of Grundig 650s. This is the 650 International. Beautiful German engineered quality, still puts out in the year 2017. All right, just to re-clarify the operation of the pre-selector one more time, currently at 6.070. The receiver, by the way, does not have AA batteries. I took those out to avoid leakage. The 6.070 auto pre-selector is activated by pressing the middle of the button here, off and on. Indicator comes up on the LCD screen. We're going to go from 6.070 up to 11.820 Saudi Arabia, and you'll see the pointer in the display window run up to 11.820. We'll retweak slightly on the pre-selector, and then we'll show you the selectivity positions on Saudi Arabia. All right, that's in narrow passband. We're going to go narrow selectivity to medium, and then to wide. Again, wide, medium, narrow. Fine tune. Beautiful filter selections by Grundig on this radio. By the way, you can vary almost unknowingly rapid tune on the fine tuning outer part of the main dial. You'll get that mute, but again, that was by design in this radio, the muting of the frequencies. One other thing I would mention on the main power here, so you basically have power on, you have what appears to be the clock display, which is run by the AA's, which are not currently installed. Then you have power on, which displays the frequency of the station you're tuned in. And of course, off position, off position is in the upper position.